Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Joanna, and I will be your teacher in Social Studies. Now, before we start our lesson, let us first have these words. Everyone, let us read abuse. Again, abuse. Next, we have whim. Again, whim. Okay? And then we have rewarded. Everyone, let us read rewarded. And then we have provision. Everyone, let us read provision. So the words are abuse, whim, rewarded, and provision. So do you know the meaning of the words? Okay, so let us know the meaning of the words, everyone. When we say abuse, that is improper use of something. When we say whim, that is a sudden desire or change of mind. Okay, and then we have provision. When we say provision, that is the action of providing or supplying. So those are the meaning of the words. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the encomienda and tributo. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? The encomienda and tributo. Okay, so what do you want to learn? Okay, what is encomienda? Okay, what else? What is tributo? Okay, so we are going to answer that question at the end of this lesson. So are you ready to listen? Okay, very good. So if you are ready to listen, sit up straight, eyes on me and ears on me because we are going to start. Now everyone, we are going to talk about the encomienda and tributo. Now, first, I want you to know what is encomienda. When we say encomienda, it is the right given to any Spaniards to collect tribute over a piece of land as a reward for his service. That is encomienda. It is a right given to a Spaniard to collect tribute over a piece of land. Okay? This encomienda is a reward for his service. Now, this was rewarded to the leaders of the expedition for bringing honor to Spain. Now, encomienda is rewarded to the leaders of the expeditions. So, the person in charge of the encomienda was called encomendero. Okay? So, what do we call the person in charge in encomienda? Encomendero. Okay, remember that encomienda is a reward to those leaders of the expedition because they brought honor to Spain. And again, encomienda is the right of any Spaniard to collect tribute over a piece of land, because this is a reward for their service. Okay? So now, I want you to know the types of encomienda. So there are two types of encomienda. The first one is the royal encomienda, wherein where choice tracts of land, royal encomienda were choice tracts of land like important land and land ports reserved for the king like the Bagong Bayan, Santa Ana de Sapa, Tondo, Navotas, Malabon in Manila, and Lubao and Betis in Pampanga. So that is the royal encomienda. That's the places of royal encomienda. Okay? So, and then we have the private encomienda. So, private encomienda is tracts of land on mountainside, hillside, or along the coast, which were given to the Spaniards who have served the king well during the time of colonization. So, if the royal encomienda is in the cities, okay, for today, the cities, private encomiendas are located in the mountainside, hillside, and along the coast. Do you understand me? Okay, so those are the two types of encomienda, the royal encomienda and the private encomienda. Okay, so what are the two types of encomienda? The royal encomienda and the private encomienda. Okay, so of course, I'm going to tell you also the abuse of encomienda. So, abuse of encomienda. Spanish law stated that the encomendero should protect and help the people in his encomienda, but this was not followed. Okay? Remember that we Filipinos made revolts because of this. Okay, because Spanish said that encomienda should help and protect the people, but instead it was not followed. Okay, so they imposed heavy taxes and grabbed the lands of the natives. Okay, instead of protecting and helping the people, they imposed heavy taxes and grabbed the lands of the native. Okay, that's the first abuse. And then we have, they cheated the natives on the amount they should pay. Okay, usually the amount of tax was excessively bigger than what should be paid. Okay, so they cheated the natives on the amount they should pay for the products. And then there were no system of collection of taxes. It was dependent upon the whim of the encomendero. Okay, do you understand me? So those are the abuses that was those are the abuses of the Spanish to the Filipinos, okay, in encomienda. Do you understand me? And then those who refused to pay were punished and imprisoned. So if a Filipino refused to pay or refused to give, then that Filipino will be punished or imprisoned. Do you understand me? Okay, and then let's talk about this tributo. Okay, tributo is the tributes were collected to be used for the construction of ships and other forms of military defense to ensure the security of the colony. So tributes or tributo was collected to be used for the construction of the ships, okay, and other forms of military defense to ensure the security of the colony. Okay, so the provision and the maintenance of the Spanish colonial government in the country came from the tributes also. Okay, so all those provisions, all those maintenance of the Spanish colonial government, it was from the tributes. Okay, tributes of whom? The Filipino people. Do you understand me? Okay, so let me tell you the different taxes. Okay, the different taxes were imposed upon the Filipinos. So the first one is tribute. So tribute, a family paid one tribute. So one tribute is equal to 1 reales or 12 and 1/2 centavo. So an unmarried man or woman paid 1/2 tribute. But later on, the tribute was raised to 15 reals, okay, until the end of the Spanish rule. Oh, imagine that. It started with 1 real and then later on, they raised it up to 15 real. Remember that 1 real is equals to 12 and 1/2 centavos. And that 12 and 1/2 centavos is already a very big burden to Filipino people. Because, you know, we are poor. Okay? Do you understand me? That is why it's very difficult for us to get this 1 real. Okay? Or 1 tribute. Do you understand? And then we have Zamboangan or Donativo de Zamboanga. Donativo de Zamboanga is a special task of 1/2 real collected. Okay, this was used to crush the Moro raids in Zamboanga. So this tribute is collected or was collected to be used, okay, to use to crush the Moro raids in Zamboanga. And then we have vinta. So vinta, collected fund, vintas to guard the coastal areas. So there are funds for vinta. So these vintas, they make these vintas for to guard the coastal areas. So they get again fund from this vinta. Okay? And then the bandala. Bandala is a compulsory sale of product like rice, coconut, tobacco, and cotton produced by the Filipinos. Now, bandala, the quota and the prices were dictated by the government officials. So, most of the Filipinos were not paid for the goods. The ones affected here were those from Tagalog provinces and Pampanga. Imagine, you are giving them the products but they are not paying you anything, any cent. Okay, so that is bandala. Okay, do you understand me? So we have tribute, we have donativo di Zamboanga, the vinta, and bandala. Okay, so that is the encomienda and tributo. Okay, so I have here question, and let us answer these questions, everyone. Okay, the first question is, what is encomienda? When we say encomienda, it is the right of a Spanish to collect tribute over a piece of land because it is a reward to them for their service. That is encomienda. Now, do you still remember the two types of encomienda? The royal encomienda and the private encomienda. Now, let's have the second one. What is tributo? Okay, everyone, when we see tributo, it is also called tribute, or this is collected to be used for the construction of ships and other forms of military defense to ensure the security and the colony, the security of the colony. That is tributo. So what are these? What are the tributes? We have the tribute, the donativo di Zamboanga, the vinta, and the bandala. Okay. So what did you learn today? Today we have learned about the encomienda and tributo. When we say encomienda, this is the right of a Spanish to collect tribute or to on a piece of land because it is a reward for them for their service to Spain. And tributo or tribute is collected to be used for the construction of ships and other form of military defense to ensure the security of the colony. Now, if you really did understand the lesson, let us proceed to your practice exercise wherein you're going to answer Think It Over letter A, page 138 to 139. And then if your evaluation will be answer Think It Over letter B, page 139. Now, don't forget to answer your practice exercise and your evaluation because I'm going to check it. Do you understand me? And this is your assignment. Okay, so your assignment will be, try this out, page 135. Now, don't forget to do your assignment. Okay, so thank you for listening. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.